without further ado, this is the anime court for Reiner. So I'm the judge. I don't have the thing to beat children with.
Man, you should shower.
So I'm gonna give a list of crimes. I'm the judge.
Jury.
He's the jury. He's the prosecutor.
Executioner.
And the fact check over there is the defense. So these are the crimes for Reiner. We have murder, we have espionage, attempt of murder, mass destruction, and mass murder. So the way we do this, we're going to start with the defense, just debating some of these points. If you want to go one by one, I can list one and you go. And then the prosecution will tackle that shit.
He's looking at the
He's
prosecutor.
winking at me. I might fuck the prosecutor.
He's the defense.
Yeah.
The defense suck.
Tried to make it fucking smooth. He didn't
Just
defense. Lost it.
Give your overview on Reiner's
first of all,
accused crimes.
Reiner was a child soldier, right? They grow up basically getting brainwashed into believing that wielding the Titan is a massive honor, right? To the point that the parents are like crying with happiness when they hear that he gets given the Titan. They literally go through almost like, let's call it a hell week of training to be able to wield the Titan. Okay, all these orders were by higher ups. So again, like we said previously in an episode, go and check it out. We don't blame the soldiers for what they do. We blame the officers that give them the orders, right? So they get deployed in the island. Straight away, his friend gets yammed, right? So his best friend just gets yammed straight away.
Bartolo doesn't get yammed.
Bertrude was not his best friend. His best friend was the ginger guy that gets that was the Jaw Titan.
The brother of
That gets yammed the moment they get dropped into the island. So everything that he did were orders, and what he had to go through was so severe that he gets a split personality. Okay, to the point.
You keep on looking at him. You're trying to convince me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're the prosecutor. Aren't you?
They're just having a conversation.
Yeah, but if I get the prosecutor to believe me, then I will. To the point that he gets split personality. That later we see one of his friends, Marcus, he ends up second-handing like allegedly leaving him there to get yammed for a Titan. So
What is this guy talking about? Objection, this guy's an idiot. Can we...
how is the objection?
I'd appreciate
What are you
defense
talking about,
didn't
Marcus,
fucking
bro?
just
What
yell.
are you talking about, Reiner?
No, the
Who's on son?
Well, he's talking about his split
I've
personality.
talked about him getting his split personality, okay, because of how severe what he went through was. So everything that he went through was since a kid, right? Getting used for war as
Objection,
a kid.
that's not true.
That is true.
No, he didn't. He signed up for it. It was all voluntary.
Yeah.
He signed up for the program. It was just a program that before it would prep him so then they're able to join the army. And he was of age when he decided to join the army, joined the Titan program.
He wasn't of age.
Yes,
they
he
were
was.
kids.
Yes, he was. In the beginning, yes, but that was all voluntary. That was like the preparation before the army because they weren't of age to join the army. So they're preparing him. Then
No.
he entered the Titan program.
Objection.
They
They get deployed in the island as kids.
No.
They do. He was like a teenager.
18-year-old.
He was like Gabby's age.
No, Gabby's 9.
Probably not Gabby's age, but Aaron was an 18 at the beginning of the...
Yeah, and Reiner was older than him.
But they weren't deployed then. When his friend got yammed by the Jaw Titan.
Yeah, it was.
They were
younger.
They were younger. They weren't 18, so they were definitely
Bro,
below.
I don't know. There's like maybe he was 17 and 6 months, bro. I'll
They
have
were
to fucking...
below the consent age to get yammed by
No,
Titan.
it was
bro.
all voluntary. It was not.
It was voluntary.
Was the program voluntary? Yes. The Titan program itself was already an extremely hard program to get into, and he entered it.
Reiner was a ripe age, Thiago's favorite of 12 when he got to Paradis.
There you go. So he was a kid, and yes, first of all, he's a kid.
By Gemini.
So they also live in a reality. If you grow up and since you're a kid, constantly they tell you, look, it's a massive honor to wield one of the Titans to represent your country.
Sure,
right?
it's still voluntary.
So yeah, you are gonna do it voluntary.
Okay, it doesn't matter if I tell you every single day. Excuse me, jury. This is what the defense is saying. If I tell someone every single day it's a massive honor to do a specific illegal action, and then they do it, they are not held accountable for voluntarily choosing to do something.
No,
Doesn't matter what other people
But then
say.
again, even
He
if
voluntarily
even if you
chose
say,
to join the army. He voluntarily chose to become a Titan. He voluntarily went into Paradis, and he voluntarily was a spy, and he could have just left after noticing that they were good people. But no, he still decided to enact a plan and kill thousands of innocents.
Objectively, all of this was under order, so he was just he was just a soldier. You literally said
When he was there in Party Island, what commander, by your thought process, what commander was there to stop him?
nothing, but they're still soldiers, just like we
Okay.
talked about on the last episode, right? Thorfinn.
Don't keep bringing it back last episode.
He was under commands. He's not going to go against the commands that he was given because he's a soldier.
He got one command and years later acted upon it. Right?
Years later, no,
Yes,
they got
because he infiltrated Paradis. He then joined the Scouts. He went through that whole program. That wasn't just a couple months.
Yeah.
He didn't just show up next month. He's Aaron's best friend.
yeah, but
They
because
infiltrated it. They created a life there, almost. Right? They infiltrated it, and then he decided to kill thousands of innocent people more than once because he became the Armor Titan more than once. Right? He didn't do it once, regret it. No, he did it more than once. And you keep saying, oh, it was orders. Yes, but you still have your own morality, your own ability to choose. Especially, even if that was the case, he lived amongst the Party people, and even then, he decided to still enact it.
No.
So he really didn't think they were good enough for him not to kill them.
well, he thought they were no. He got deployed right with orders, so he believed that he was fighting for his country,
Sure.
right? And during the training,
Voluntarily, but yeah.
because since he was born,
Still,
that
you
was
can't
the
say
whole-
voluntarily, but because of something else. It was his choice, yes or no?
Yes,
was
but
it,
he still,
whoever
yeah, but
defined
it's,
the world, was his choice.
but it
it's
still
not.
has to be taken into account. The people that fucking
No.
kamikaze themselves, bro, they get brainwashed believing that that's a massive honor. That
Sure, but
that's,
it was still their choice.
yeah, but that has to be
But,
taken into
but they're
account.
still
though.
held accountable for their actions because it's still their choice.
But he was
Their
still,
body, their choice.
but he was
Their
still,
body, their choice.
he was
Damn
still
right. Order!
You bunch of fucking chuds. One at a time.
okay. He was still. You said one at a time, and I
One at a
started
time, and I
speaking.
pointed my fucking
It's as simple
gun
as
at
this.
him.
His the prosecutor or the defense's whole argument is that he had orders, he was just a kid or whatever. Throughout his whole life, he was voluntary. I understand it was the thing of protecting his nation, but you still have your own moral ambiguity. And even if you do an act following orders, you're still held accountable for that act. And not
Objection.
even that. Shut your mouth.
Oh,
Not even
objection,
that,
objection,
Not
you're
even
not.
that. Yes, you are, bro. What are you talking about? If I bomb a place because someone told me to, I'm still held accountable for bombing it. But regardless of that, he was following orders, but he lived in Paradis. He met the people. He sat and broke bread with all those people, lied to all of those as a spy, and even then decided more than once, because he turned to the Armored Titan like twice, to kill them and destroy the wall, right? With Berthold. So he still decided to do that, even though he had been living with those people. He knew exactly what they were. So any lies that the colonel told him, being like, they're horrible people, he met them. He
Your
knew
Honor,
they weren't.
Your Honor.
Now, how do you rebuke or
Your
no,
Honor.
not rebuke? How do you
First of all,
fight those points?
they got deployed to infiltrate the what do they call the people? I can't remember.
Party audience.
To infiltrate them. Okay. Did he or did he not at the end save the world from Eren? Okay.
Doesn't matter.
So he infiltrated a group of people that were gonna be harmful, right? They were dangerous, right?
What?
And
Are you claiming that the party people were dangerous so they deserve to die? That's your argument.
that's not what I said. Your Honor,
You
he's putting
said- you
words-
literally
Your Honor,
said
he's
they
putting
were
words-
dangerous.
Objection. He's putting words in my mouth.
Oh, okay, what do you
His
mean by
cock's in my mouth,
what
right?
do you mean they were dangerous? The
Did-
people with the Titans.
Did he or did he not almost commit genocide?
Okay, but you're talking about you're jumping between when he infiltrated the island and now you're talking about like 30 years after.
He
The
infiltrated.
defense is moving timelines a little bit crazy.
Okay. Let me retrack
Stick to one
it.
thing.
Let me retrack it. Okay. Your Honor, would you say that a kid getting deployed, okay, even if it's voluntary, you're a kid, you're gonna believe whatever a grown-up's gonna say. When you're a kid, bro,
No grown up told him to become a Titan.
they
He decided.
no,
He-
they did.
No,
His
no.
parents literally.
No, it was a big honor to become a Titan, so he wanted to become a Titan, just like all of his
Okay,
friends.
so because it's a big honor to become a Titan, you don't think that his parents, his teachers, everyone would have pushed onto
Not
everyone.
him, not him specifically, but it was him specifically that killed thousands of people. I'm not talking about the rest of the people, but I'm talking about him specifically. He killed all thousands of people. Even then, even if I'm following that thought process of he had an order, he lived with those people. He lived with the party people, and even then, he decided they're not good enough.
Yeah, because he was still under. It's not that they weren't good enough. He was still under orders because he was a soldier.
Yeah, but you're saying one order takes away all his guilt from the fact that he lived with these people. Even with, imagine they were telling, oh, they're devils, they're not good people. He met them and broke bread with them. You're saying because of one order, Years later, he does it twice and kills thousands of people.
It's not a order. By him, if we go along with what you're saying, by him breaking bread with those people that the whole life they were called devils, they were shown as being the bad people, right?
Yes.
By breaking the order and siding with them, it means that he's going against his family. He's going against his family, his friends back home. He's going against the soldiers that he fought along. He's going against his commanders. So his whole reality since he was a kid, by breaking bread once with these strangers...
Objection, he didn't break bread once. What the fuck we talk about? He spent he infiltrated the scouts. He did the whole training program.
You gonna shut up, Chad? Or counteract the points of the attacks on Walmaria and stuff like that he did as the armored titan. You go first.
He was under orders. No. Yes. So allegedly, he broke through the wall.
Allegedly, we know armored titan broke through the wall.
Yeah, do we know he's the armored titan?
Yeah.
He broke through the wall, right? Again, he was still under orders to do so. That was the whole plan from the beginning.
Is your whole argument that orders take away his whole guilt? The fact that years later, he killed thousands of people?
No.
Or whatever time span
years later, he saved people. If we're going into that timeline, are we not?
What
Didn't he also
you keep
kill...
jumping points. Address the point. Because you keep saying, he was in the orders. He was in the orders. That's what you say, bro.
In the second fight with
shut the
Aaron...
fuck up. Hold
In
on.
the second fight with Aaron...
Why is it you're talking?
Very jury.
I apologize.
They didn't look pretty. But to be fair, you were saying that like, he misses people back home. He was prejudiced against back home because he was an Eldian.
Yeah.
Or he had Eldian
He was
blood.
not prejudiced.
Yes.
He had
He was
Eldian
broke.
blood.
Well,
So-
Reiner.
Yeah, that's why he could be a
But
titan.
regardless of all of that, right? He voluntarily picked the program. He fought to become a Titan. He went to Paradis. Even following that order, which is apparently your do all, make all, he still sat there and for a period of time he infiltrated scouts and was with them throughout the training, throughout the missions, before he revealed he was the armored Titan. Right? So you're saying throughout that whole time, he just didn't think they were good enough where he shouldn't kill them.
Okay, well, let me counteract. Okay, so again, I know I'm repeating something, but I'm going to touch on
Say
something.
orders again, I'm gonna
but I'm
struggle.
going to touch on something new. Okay, so if from the moment that you're very young, like he was when he first signed up, okay,
Sure.
your whole life is just people pushing what a massive honor it is to have that, right? You go to school, what a massive honor. Subconsciously, you're gonna start dreaming about wielding the Titan. You're gonna start dreaming about fighting for a nation because it's pushed so much. That's what you called, it's not brainwashing, but what they did in World War II. Propaganda. That's actually what propaganda is, okay? So, yes, voluntarily he joined at the right page of fucking 12, right? So, however, after his friend got nicked, he gets split personality to the point where he does wield those two sides. One where he's fighting for his country, for his family, for his friends, but then he also has moments, pull up the screen, where he has the other personality, which he looks at Berthold and goes, what we doing? Or with Marcus, where he becomes one of his friends, he goes, guys, where's Marcus? And Berthold's looking at him going, we just left him there. And he's constantly fighting that because he has both
he's a
sides.
memory loss.
So my client should not be... yes, my client, we're going under the mental disorder. We're going under that approach. My client should not have to be...
The first time he attacked
I'm forgetting
the
words.
Walmaria,
He already had...
No, because it was when they got there.
No, yeah.
With the
He
Colossal
got,
Titan.
he got split personality.
Not from the jump. You're saying he got to Paradis, he wasn't even met the scouts, had already split personality.
He had split personality when
Objection.
he met
You're a dumb fuck.
Yeah, he had split personality with the scouts.
Yeah, with the scouts, but it was only towards the end.
No,
so that is an excuse to actually see that before.
He had split personality. Can I finish?
He did attack Paul Mario when Aaron was very young, before Aaron even joined the scouts. That's how Aaron's mom died in the beginning of the show.
Yeah, but he had split personality back then.
No, you're saying he got to the island with already split personality.
It just shows the trauma back home.
What are we talking about?
Look,
He had orders.
he's a soldier, okay? He did the task that was given to him, the dream that was sold to him since he was young, okay? If you want to put anyone on trial, put his commanders, put people that gave the orders.
That's on trial, is it?
Then let's put every fucking Nazi up here, Let's go. Nazi 1, Nazi 2, Nazi 3.
Nazis were still prosecuted even if they were just soldiers. They're still blamed for the action even if they were just following Hitler.
I don't know about that. I think I don't know. I don't want to touch too much on that. So I'll bring it up. But in terms of that split personality, okay,
Right.
even after all of this...
After killing a bunch of thousands of people. Even after.
He didn't kill anyone. He broke doors. He didn't do the
Are
killing.
you, are we? Do I even have to object?
To be
Judge?
fair, you say he broke bread. He just broke doors. Apparently.
Yeah, well, he didn't commit any murders. He was an accomplice because he broke walls to let Titans in.
And why did he break the wall?
He
To
was,
allow the Titans in.
he was
you
going for a
stupid
jog.
He looked at me like a rabbit.
Did you see him kill anyone, Your Honor? Or did he just break walls? The Titans, put the
He
Titans on the
actively,
sun.
he actively destroys buildings. Well,
He destroyed buildings.
guess who's inside the buildings? People, man.
No, he didn't destroy buildings with people inside.
How about, now you shut the fuck up. You both are such big fuck Titan chuds.
Okay,
I
I'm just gonna keep
think-
on using word chat the whole time.
Better than the alternative. I think. Not that I think. I don't know why I said I think. How about? And we're gonna start with you because we started with him once. Him attacking Aaron, and putting him in Aaron put him in a mean arm walk.
What about him?
It was the other way around.
The other way around, whatever.
No, it was.
No, he wasn't.
No.
Aaron put him in-
put him in a
Yeah.
mean arm walk.
Aaron put him in the arm wall.
Literally what he said. Bro, Miss Julie ain't even listening.
No, I'm not even sure. You might be right.
No.
Anyways,
What about it? To be fair.
what's your? Actually, no. The defense should go first because then you don't have anything to attack. I just realized. So, what do you claim
Judge
there?
is cooked.
Because it's assault on a soldier, and attempted murder because he was trying to I guess, take his title.
Well, I think more significant is the fact that he fed Emir to transfer the Titan over. That's how the brother got the Jaw Titan.
He technically ate someone to get the power as well, but we don't even have to go there.
No, that's the whole fucking reality, isn't it?
If your reality is eating people,
why
bro.
should we touch on the most important point, which is the...
He was under
orders.
No, I'm not even saying what Judge said because
I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah,
but,
so let's forget the Judge.
Yeah, let's forget the judge.
Let's touch.
Wow.
Let's touch on the Reiner.
Let's touch on right
Reiner protected civilians, saved
Doesn't
people against Aaron. Aaron was going to commit genocide. Reiner was
Yeah, why did Aaron do that? It's because Parody got attacked by who? Reiner. So Aaron
and
literally-
Reiner got attacked by who? Parody.
Does that help?
That's really not true.
And the whole thing is that Aaron's like, I understand why you did it now. I'm gonna do the same. Because
So Aaron's right.
what the fuck are you talking about? This chud is not even talking English anymore.
Oh, but then I can't say chud.
Yeah, let's stop using Chad every 2 sentences. How about that? Let's use other words.
Oh, well, I said whatever the fuck I want. I'm a grown man. What the fuck are we talking
Look,
about?
Reiner helped save the world. That has to be taken
Did
into
he?
account. He did.
No, not Diddy, Reiner.
He was actually helping. What the fuck you on about, Judge? Judge is-
DJ, what the fuck
Judge
did he
on
do?
coke.
What he do?
Coke.
He got beat up a little bit.
No, he was helping them fight. He's literally grabbing
Sure.
Aaron's cock, holding him
Yeah,
back.
30 years after killing thousands of people, and most likely
He didn't commit a single
starting that
murder.
event.
He didn't commit a single murder.
Okay.
He caused all the murders by
He was
Titan.
accomplished.
Wait, I think you
allegedly.
just go to final statements before I shoot this guy.
What? How?
I'm just waiting for 20 minutes.
Because you're being a stupid
So yeah,
child.
final
Why am I being
statements on
stupid
Reiner. Does Joe, you want to say something? Because they're looking at me like a chud.
Well, the draft.
Joe was
not
speaking,
speaking.
bro. Chill out. Yeah, so closing statements, we can start with the defense. Start with the prosecution. Bro.
Listen, I think this guy keeps just saying, oh, he didn't kill anyone if he had orders. Right? Sure, he had orders. It was still voluntary, but sure, that makes sense. But he went to the island. He spent at least a year there where
wanna
he
go
broke
to the
bed.
island.
And what the fuck is wrong with Miss Joey over here? And any preconceptions that fed to him, he would have met these people because he was spending pretty much 24 hours with them. He would sleep next to them. So he knew these people. And he still decided, you know what, I'm going to still kill them. And then he did it again. He destroyed the wall, killed thousands of innocents. Why not just destroy scouts? No, thousands of innocents, which technically led to Aaron doing that in his own hometown. And even he himself considers himself guilty for it. So if he considers himself guilty, I say we take an early lunch, sit in prison.
Okay. Defense.
Your Honor, Miss Julie, you're born and constantly fed a reality.
And you have
right?
orders.
Shut the fuck up. You're born and constantly fed a reality. Okay.
Me specifically.
Shut the fuck up. Listen
No,
to
you're
me.
just born in fast.
Jesus. You're born and fed Bucky King your whole
I'd
life.
love some, mate.
Shut the fuck up. You're born and fed this reality your whole life. The wielding the Titan is an honor, so you can fight for your country. Okay.
And then you get what?
You get
orders.
You get sent with orders. Okay. No matter how many times you break bread, you're always gonna be. No matter how close you get to those people, which I believe they're taught how not to do so, right? Because they're fighting for someone's country. If they're getting espionage,
They're taught not to be friends with other people.
they probably would got taught. My client which told me
They
that
probably got taught. I like how his lawyer language of probably.
he is always debating whether, oh, I got sent to to protect my country from these people, but because I broke bread a couple times, actually, let me neglect my whole fucking family and kids and all that. He had kids at 12. and all of that.
He didn't have one kid, bro.
Because now I made friends, right? So, he did all of this, and because of how severe, because how much he went through, he literally lost his friend early on. He got split personality. Even after all of this, he then decides at the end to protect people and save people from genocide. Are we taking?
Isn't he still protecting his people, not the people that he literally committed a genocide on?
No, he's protecting human
No, he's
lives.
protecting the Moroccans.
No. 80% of humanity was going to go to the
But
bin.
you
not,
know that.
not parody.
No party.
Oh, so parody people are better than.
Not literally no one else.
So it's going to call him out.
Okay, that's enough. Those are closing statements. Hurry up.
Julie. So the Julie.
Shut the fuck up.
It's not funny when you
I've
say
been
it, man.
thinking.
Hurry up. Just say guilty or no.
Yeah, let's say he's guilty.
So I think the big thing here is that the big defense for Reiner is the fact that he's a soldier and like you said, under orders like a
And a
billion
kid.
times, and how like. Can you be ethical when the decisions aren't yours?
And a
However,
kid.
I do think that there is something called war crimes, where when you're a soldier and you kill other soldiers, it's more of like a thing as casualties of war. He actively committed war crimes because he killed civilians. He was more of a terrorist than he was a soldier.
He just broke doors. That's called.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a truck?
Yeah, actually, he caused the mass murder.
Oh, I know he's a carpenter to be.
So the jury does think and has decided that Reiner is guilty.
That's such bullshit.
Big prison. Bullshit. Well, he's rotting in jail.
And Reiner should pull the trigger on the gun in his mouth.
There you go. Reiner should blow his head open. Going for a revanche. This guy's probably going to go for his third dinner.